Good day, learners! We are now in the last lesson for grade 7 mathematics for the second quarter, and in this video, we will talk about linear equations and inequalities in one variable. Ang unang gagawin natin ay i-define ang mga mahahalagang termino sa topic na ito. First, let us define an equation. An equation is a statement that two mathematical expressions are equal. Ibig sabihin nito, yung expression sa kanan ng equation ay kapareho lamang ang value sa kaliwa. Halimbawa, 3 plus 5 equals 8. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, and then 8 is equal to 8. 3 times 3 minus 19 is equal to negative 10. And 15 minus 4 equals 9 plus 2. So we all know that 15 minus 4 is equal to 11. And then 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. Therefore, both sides of the equations are equal. Next, what is linear equation in one variable? A linear equation in one variable can be written in the form ax plus b is equal to c, where a is not equal to 0. Equivalent equations are equations with the same solutions in the form of variable equals number or number equals variable. So most of the equations that we study in algebra contain variables, which are symbols, usually letters that stand for numbers. So we can also use shapes such as heart, rectangle, circle, or diamond to denote variable. So, yan is natalakay natin noong lesson ninyo first week of the second quarter. So, in the equation 4x plus 7 is equal to 19, the letter x is the variable. So, we think of x as the unknown in the equation. Our goal is to find the value of x that makes the equation true. The values of the unknown that make the equation true are called the solutions or roots of the equation. So, kung ano yung posibleng ipalit natin sa variable or unknown upang sa gayon, kapag sinolve natin ang equation ay magiging equal ang value sa kanang expression compared sa kabila. So, the process of finding the solutions is called solving the equation. Pangatlo naman, what is linear inequality in one variable? So a linear inequality in one variable is an equation that can be written in the form ax plus b is less than c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So less than symbol could be replaced by greater than or lesser than or equal or greater than or equal symbol. If the equality symbol equals in a linear equation is replaced by inequality symbol, the resulting expression is called a first degree or a linear inequality. For example, number 1, we have here 4x plus 1 is greater than 5x minus 3. So, ito yung ginamit natin. Greater than. And then next, number 2, y squared plus 2y minus 1 is not equal to 14. So, yan naman yung ginamit natin. Not equal to 14. And then next is yung m minus 1 is less than 10. So, ang ginamit naman natin is yung less than. And then for number 4, n squared minus 10 is greater than or equal to n plus 14. So, yan naman yung ginamit natin. So, these are all linear inequalities. So, in a linear inequality or equation in one variable, the unknown quantity appears only as the multiple of the variable. In other words, it has one variable. It has only one variable. So, hindi ka pwedeng gumamit ng dalawa, tatlo, or mas marami pang variable or letters or shapes. So, gumamit ka na ng X, hindi ka nagagamit ng Y. Kung gumamit ka na ng circle, so circle lahat ang gagamitin mo all throughout the equation. And these are, again, some of the examples of linear equation. Yan. So, ang ginamit natin dito is yung equal sign. Yan, equal sign. And then, examples of linear inequality, ang ginamit naman dito is greater than, not equal. So, these two are inequality symbols. And let's take note that linear equation and inequality in variable has these characteristics. Number one, only one variable. So, paulit-ulit, isa lang ang gagamitin nating letter or shape. Number two, it is in the first degree variable. So, usually, wala kayong makikitang exponent ng variable. Ibig sabihin niyan, ang degree niya ay 1. Hindi kasi sinusulat yung exponent na 1. That is always considered as 1 na kapag nakakita ka na ng variable. And then next, no variable in the denominator. So, we have two parts of a fraction, the numerator and the denominator. Dapat hindi nakalagay yung variable sa denominator. And then next, no variable inside the radical sign. So, yung radical sign natin, ganyan. Ganito yung radical sign. Gets? Wala dapat variable sa loob. Okay. Next. In finding solutions of linear equations or inequalities, kailangan natin i-involve ang mga properties nila. So, unahin natin yung mga properties ng equality. So, let A, B, and C be real numbers. Number one, we have the reflexive property, symmetric property, transitive property, addition property, subtraction property, multiplication property, and the division property. So let us define first what is all about the reflexive property. Let A, B, and C be real numbers. So dito sa reflexive property, para lang tayong nagsasalamin. Kung ano yung nakikita mo sa right side, yun din ang makikita mo sa left side. So, example, we have here 3 equals 3. Next is 7 equals 7. And then, we have here, next is 10.5 equals 10.5. So, kung ano yung nakikita mong mukha mo sa salamin, yun din dapat yung nasa katotohanan in real life. Hindi pwedeng nagsalamin ka, nakita mo si Marian Rivera or nakita mo si Angel Locsin. Dapat ang makikita mo mismong yung sarili mo. Okay? So next, symmetric property. Sa symmetric property naman, ang ibig sabihin dito, kapag pinagpalit mo ang posisyon ng value ng A at value ng B, ganun pa rin ang kanilang magiging equation. So, this one we have here, A equals B. So, babalik ta rin lang natin yung nasa left, pumunta dito sa right, and then vice versa. Okay? So, 3 plus 5 equals 8, then 8 is equal to 3 plus 5. Next, 15 equals 6 plus 9, then equals 15. And 20 is equal to 4 times 5, then 4 times 5 equals 20. So, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8 yan. Equals 8. And then this one, 4 times 7 equals 20. And 20, kahit balik-baliktarin mo yan. Yan at yan pa rin ang magiging equation. Okay, next. Transitive property. So we have here A equals B and B equals C, then A is equal to C. So yan na. Bumalik lang siya. Okay, so 8 plus 5, that is our A. And then 13 is our B. And then C, 6 plus 7 is our C. So makikita ninyo pag pinag-add mo tong dalawa will result to 13. And then this one will result to 13 also. And yung nasa gitna is 13. So yan yung transitive property. A is equal to B is equal to C. Okay, next. Yan. 8 times 5, 40. And then 4 times 10 is equal to 40. Then, they are all equal to 40. Okay? Addition property. Dito naman, so pagsasama-samahin na lang natin yung addition property, subtraction, multiplication, and division property of equality. Pare-pareho lang yung kanilang rules. Ang kaibahan lang, nagbabago lang yung operation na nagamit dito. Okay? So, yung addition property, kung ano yung ginawa mo sa kanan, ganun din yung gagawin mo sa kaliwa. So, meron tayong kasabihan, do unto others what you want others do unto you. In mathematics, do unto the left side of the equation the same thing you did at the right side. So, yan. Gagamitin natin sa 4 fundamental operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So, let us proceed to the example. Yan. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So, nag-add ka ng 3, mag-add ka rin ng 3 dyan. So, kagaya din sa subtraction, nag-subtract ka ng 3, magso-subtract ka rin ng 3. So, 3 ang gusto kong i-example dito. Next, sa multiplication naman, nag-multiply ka ng 3, mag-multiply ka rin ng 3. And then, sa division, nag-divide ka ng 3, magdi-divide ka rin ng 3 dyan sa kabila. So, para fair, walang bias. Kung anong gagawin mo sa kanya, gawin mo rin sa iba. Gawin mo sa kanan yung ginawa mo sa kaliwa. Okay. So, let us proceed to the properties of inequality. Dito naman, kagaya rin sa rule na ginamit natin sa fundamental operations of equality. Ang kaibahan lang, instead of using equal sign, papalitan mo lang ng inequality symbols. Ayan. So, alam nyo naman yung 5 inequality symbols: less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal, and yung not equal natin kasali din doon. Okay. So, we have here the 4 fundamental operations, pero may idadagdag lang tayo sa multiplication and division. Okay, so let us proceed to the example. Addition property of inequality. Ayan, nag-add ka ng 1, mag-add ka rin ng 1 sa kabila. And make use of inequality symbol. Next, nag-subtract ka ng 1, magso-subtract ka rin ng 1. And yung inequality symbol na naman. Next, multiplication property of inequality. Dito may dadagdag ako. First, okay, if positive, C is greater than 0, or positive yung imo-multiply mo, magre-remain yung direction ng inequality symbol. Yan. Kung anong ginamit mo dito sa original, yun din ang kalalabasan sa result ng solution mo o yung solution mo. And then, pag less than 0 naman or negative yung imo-multiply, definitely magbabago yung direction sa original. Original is yung less than, magiging greater than. Kapag greater than naman yun, magiging less than. So, bakit ba ganun yung nangyari? Okay, so erase muna natin yung mga kalat. Okay, so if 2 is less than 3, then 2 times 2 is less than 3 times 2. Definitely, pag sinolve mo to, magiging 4. And this one will become 6. So, yung inequality symbol na ginamit natin dito is tama lang. Kasi, yung 4 naman is less than 6. While, dito, kapag negative yung ginamit mo, negative 2 and negative 2, hindi na pwede na mag-remain yung less than. Kasi, kapag gumamit tayo ng negative, the more na tumataas yung bilang or yung number na nakikita mo na pero may negative sign siya, the more na bumababa yung value. For example, ito negative 4. Mas malaki ang value niya sa negative 6. Kahit na nakikita mo na yung 4 is, di ba, mas nauuna yung 4 kesa 6 or mas malaki yung 4 kesa 6. Pero may negative sign siya. Therefore, mas dumadami yung utang mo. So, ayan. Pag dumadami yung utang mo, mas lumiliit yung value. So, mag-change yung direction ng ating inequality symbol. Okay, ganyan din ang gagawin natin sa division property of inequality. Kapag positive, yung i-divide, the direction of the inequality symbol remain. And then next, kapag negative naman, the direction of the inequality symbol changes. Okay, ito. Note, the direction of the inequality symbol will be reversed when multiplying or dividing a negative number to both sides of the inequality. Next, to solve an equation means to find its solutions or roots or the values that will satisfy it. So the solution set of an equation is the set that contains the solutions or roots of the equation. The variable in the equation represents the unknown. An equation for which no value can make the equation true is said to have no solution. For example, meron tayong equation which is 5 equals 8. So, tama ba yon? 5 kapareho daw ng 8? No, that is a false equation. Kasi ang 5 will never be equal to 8. That's it. So, no solution yun. That is a false solution. So, let's take for example, x is greater than 8. So, ang ginamit mo is 10, i-substitute mo sa x, then 10 is greater than 8. That is a true solution. So, may solution siya. Pero pag ang ginamit mong number is, pag nag-solve ka, and then ang lumalabas is 7, 6, 5, 4, and then bumababa ng bumababa, then the solution is false kasi 7 and below will never become greater than 8. Okay, so no solution yun. Next, let's proceed to the examples. Number 1, solve 5x is equal to 25. Okay, solution. By applying the properties of equality, we obtain 1/5 times 5x is equal to 1/5 times 25 by multiplication property of equality. Okay, so Kung mapapansin nyo, 1/5 ang i-multiply sa 5x. Kailangan kasi na yung variable lamang ang matitira sa isang side. So, in-apply natin ang multiplicative inverse property, which is kasama sa mga lessons nyo nung first grading. Ang multiplicative inverse ay yung reciprocal ng isang number. Halimbawa, ang multiplicative inverse ng 7 ay 1/7. 2/3 ay 3/2. At ang 1/15, ang multiplicative inverse niya is 15. Sa madaling salita, babaliktarin lang natin ang position ng numerator at denominator. Kung whole number naman, always na ang denominator niyan ay 1. So, itong 5 natin dito, ang denominator niya is 1. So, 5/1. So, kapag nireciprocal mo to, magiging 1/5. Okay, so naintindihan? Next. Yan. So, i-multiply natin. 1 times 5 is 5. And then, just copy the denominator. And then, next, 1 times 25 is 25. And then, copy the denominator. Then, ang susunod dito, magka-cancel out na tayo. Cancel out. Wait lang. Yan. So, cancel out natin. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. And then, x. So, bakit x lang ang sinulat? Hindi na kasi kailangan na isulat pa yung 1 sa x. Always yan. Considered as 1 na yung coefficient kapag may variable na nawalang nakasulat na number sa tabi. And then 25 divided by 5 is equal to 5. So the solution of this equation is 5. So itry natin substitute natin yung 5 dito. Okay, so 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Yan. 5. Palitan natin yung x ng 5 times 5 is equal to 25. So, true. Tama yung solution natin. Okay, example number 2. Find the solution in the equation for x minus 8 equals 2. So, for x minus 8, by addition property of equality, nag-add tayo ng positive 8 at nag-add tayo ng 8 at 8 sa magkabilang sides. So, bakit 8 ang inad? Bakit hindi 5? Bakit hindi 6? Bakit hindi 7? Dito kasi, kailangan ang matira lamang ay yung may variable dito. So, gagamit tayo ng additive inverse. Ang additive inverse naman ay yung opposite ng number. So, ang opposite ng negative 8 ay positive 8. Another example, ang opposite ng 6 ay negative 6. So, kapag pinagsama natin yung dalawang magka-opposite, syempre, magiging 0. Mag-meet sila sa number line. Kapag nag-meet sila, ang center is yung 0. Gets nyo? Okay. So, 4x is equal to 10. Okay. Naging 10 kasi 2 plus 8 yon. And then next, gamitin natin yung division property of equality. Dito naman, kailangan na yung x lang ang matira. So, i-divide natin siya sa kung ano yung number na nakikita nyo sa tabi ng variable. So, divided by 4 at gawin din sa kabila. Divided by 4 din. So, it will result to x is equal to 10/4. Yung 10/4 natin, pwedeng isimplify into 5/2. Divide mo lang siya sa greatest common factor nila, which is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, the solution is 5/2. Next, example number 3. Find the solution set of the inequality x plus 4 is less than 10. Okay. So, anong gagamitin natin dito? Kailangan matira lang yung x sa kabila. So, ang opposite ng positive 4 ay Or yung additive inverse niya is, yes, negative 4 or minus 4. So, nag-plus, ang opposite niya is negative 4. So, pag samahin mo yan, magka-cancel kasi 0 na yan. And then, pag nag-minus 4 ka dito, magma-minus 4 ka din yan sa kabila. Then, it will result to x plus 0 is less than 10. Yan, 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. Then, therefore, x is less than 6. Or, yung set notation natin, negative infinity and 6. Bakit, bakit gumamit tayo ng negative infinity? So, i-explain ko later sa susunod na slides. Okay. Example number 4. Find the solution set negative 2n minus 5 is less than or equal to 1. Yan. Add 5 to both sides of the inequality para makancel. And then, i-plus mo yung dalawa. Magiging negative 2n is less than or equal to 6. Simplify. Okay, so dito, lagyan natin ng kulang. Kulang to eh. Lagyan natin ng negative. Okay, so negative 2n divided by negative 2 is less than or equal to 6 divided by negative 2. So, dalawang negative. And, alam naman natin na kapag ang dinivide mo is negative, ang magiging resulta ay mag-change yung direction ng ating inequality symbol. Then, cancel out na yan. Matitira is n. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Or negative 3, positive infinity. Okay, yan. So, the direction changes. Next, example 5. X over 6 is greater than or equal to 7. Multiply both sides of the equation by 6. So, eto, gumamit na naman tayo ng multiplicative inverse property. So, 1 over 6 to. 1 over 6. Ang multiplicative inverse niya is 6. And then, i-multiply mo rin yung 6 sa kabila. So, we have here, cancel out. Natira is x. And then, we have here, 6 times 7 is 42. Therefore, x is greater than or equal to 42 or 42 positive infinity. Nag-remain lang yung kanyang direction kasi positive naman yung 6. Okay. So, ngayon, let us proceed. When to use parentheses and brackets. For inequality symbols, take note medyo nakakalito to. Pero, tignan ninyong mabuti yung symbol. Less than and greater than, use parentheses. It means that the resulting value is not included in the solution set. So, parentheses yung gamitin natin. Hindi siya included. Okay, walang or equal to less than lang siya, greater than lang siya. Example, x is greater than negative 2. So, ang ginamit is greater than. So, ayan. Parenthesis ang nagamit. Negative 2, positive infinity. Bakit positive infinity? Okay, kasi greater than yan. So, sasabihin ko kung bakit, kailan natin gagamitin ang positive infinity. And one reason kung bakit positive infinity to is dahil greater than yung nagamit. And always, yung positive infinity natin is nasa right side. Nandito palagi, right side. Kasi, pag ganun siya nasa right, pa-move siya towards right. Okay, next is when to use bracket. Okay, so pag ang ginamit naman natin ay yung greater than or equal and lesser than or equal, so may equal na siya, meaning yung mismong value na lumabas kasali sa solution. Example, x is lesser than or equal to 32. So, ang ginamit is lesser than or equal, that means dito sa tabi ng value is bracket. Tingnan natin na, dito sa kabila, parenthesis ang ginamit. Kapag sa infinity symbol, always na parenthesis ang gamitin. Pero kapag yung sa value, nakadepende yan. Kung ang ginamit mo is greater than lang or greater than or equal. Depende yan. Okay. So, bakit negative infinity ang ginamit? Kasi, less than or equal yung ating inequality symbol. Always take note, nandito siya sa left. Kapag negative, infinity, always sa left yan. Okay, next. Ito. When to use positive or negative infinity, it has to be written at the left part of the set notation kapag negative infinity. Ayan. Kapag ang ginamit mo is less than or equal, always negative infinity yan at sa left part of the set notation. Ayan. Less than ang ginamit, nandito sa left part of the set notation. And parenthesis ang ginamit dito kasi wala siyang equal symbol dyan. Next. When to use positive infinity naman, ito. Kapag greater than or equal, and always at the right part of the set notation. And kung mapapansin ninyo, ang ginamit is greater than or equal, so dito naman is bracket. So gets na? Okay, so thank you dear parents and thank you dear learners for listening. I hope nakatulong sa inyo ang video na to. And kung hindi klaro, ulitin nyo lang from the top hanggang sa makuha ninyo yung sakto or yung tamang pagkakaalam kung paano mag-solve ng equality and inequality. So, kung mayroon kayong mga tanong, just message me using my cellphone number. Kung wala naman kayong load, gumamit lang kayo ng messenger, i-chat nyo lang ako sa aking messenger account. Libre naman po yun. Kung gusto ninyo na tawagan ko kayo, i-message niyo sa akin yung number nyo at ako mismo ang tatawag. And then, kapag may load naman, i-visit niyo yung aking FB page or yung YouTube channel ko. Yung FB page ko is Ma'am Tinang Online Class. Nandun lahat yung mga video kung paano mag-solve at yung mga videos ng previous lessons natin. And then sa YouTube channel naman is Best Videos. So makikita ninyo ang profile ko doon is yung mukha ko mismo na naka-uniform po ako. So isinend ko po sa GC ninyo yung aking number, YouTube channel, and then yung FB page ko po for your info. So pwede rin kayong mag-comment mismo sa video na to. And then, pwede kayong mag-request kung anong video ang gusto ninyong malaman. Then, gagawin ko po ang aking makakaya para gawan po kayo ng video. So, yun lamang po. Thank you very much and God bless.